Guys, believe it or not, one of my all-time favorite badass Fords I have not done a video on. About to change that shit right now. The minty clean Gen 1. You guys remember Shane? Hold on, let me adjust.
Hey, hey.
It was like 2019 we filmed your red car.
Right, long time no see.
Long time. Well, we've seen each other at events and stuff, but believe it or not, in all the years I've been doing this, I've never done a Gen 1 Lightning.
First for everything.
I mean, I even owned one back in the day. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But this truck, I love it, man. It's
old grandpa truck.
Grandpa truck. Hey, hauler.
That's right.
Gen 1s are awesome, man. I don't care. They're not very fast. They don't get great gas mileage, but none of that matters.
Right.
So probably one of the coolest things about the Gen 1 Lightning is, of course, the 351 GT40 equipped. The engine that should have been in the Mustang, but we never got. Just classic. That Lightning intake, classic. Don't expect to get one of those lowers for under $1,000 either. But now that these trucks are, what, 30 years old plus? What would you do with one if you had one? Would you leave it stock? Could go crazy with it, I guess. All right, so you guys have seen my other buddy, Mark, on the channel. It's been a long time, but he kind of goes crazy. And he basically did his spin on a Gen 1 Lightning. And let's just check it out. Yeah, so I guess if you were to go crazy, this is probably what it would look like. And what in the hell are you looking at? Well, you're looking at a 7.3 Godzilla with a Gen 5 whipple. Yeah, not too shabby at all. All right, guys, so real quick, just because we won't be able to spot everything, Mark, run us through some of the highlights of all the metal work and chassis and suspension you've done on this thing.
Yeah, so this started out with it was a 150,000 mile Lightning. I drove it for about a year. I paid $8 grand for it. It was a pile of junk, but I put a fuel pump in it, got it running, and then you know, they're anemic factory.
Yeah,
so
true that.
So this Godzilla, I've already been wanting to do one. So basically, I just started with a Scott's rod front end. It was a custom front end they did for me. They don't do many of these trucks. There's not very many people that do these trucks, but the Scott rods up in Tennessee do a really nice job on their front ends. So I did that. The whole frame is going to be boxed from front to back. I cut out all the factory cross members in it and put all chromoly everything in it. Underneath, it's got an roll bar, cow tracks, all the suspension is done up in the back.
Wow.
Mini tubbed. You know, it's built to get down on the street, so I'm trying to keep up with these 4x4 F150. So
right.
So I did all that in the back.
I guess the main thing is you're not just engine swapping a Lightning and going on about your business. Like, this is a full,
it's
like,
a full build.
Yeah.
So it'll be, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen my red car before and my black car.
Oh, yes.
So I'm gonna body work the whole frame on it, front to back, body work or paint the whole bottom of it. Everything will be base coat, clear coat. So if I get tired of, you know, having fun on the street, I'll take it to the car show and put it on stands.
And win best of show, like you always do.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I had plans for. But yeah, so basically I just slicking out, you know, kind of like the C10 guys do. And I'm not done with it. I mean, it's rough. The firewall's not done yet. I got to pull the motor out. It looks like crap right now, but I'm gonna get rid of that wiper and slick out the whole rest. Finish slicking out the firewall. Did some tubs for it. Slicked out the core support, welded this all together and put a different radiator. It's got an air to water here, and it's got an air to water box there.
Yeah.
Air to air here. So if you're on a dyno, you can ice it down, or you can just drive it like a regular, you know, air to water deal.
However, yeah.
So that'll be neat. Kind of universal there. Did a hydro boost on it, like everybody wants to do to make it stop good. It's got Willwood brakes, all lightweight Willwood brakes all the way around it.
Nice.
I'm gonna build a rear end. It's got a 10R80 in it. It's gonna be Circle D's gonna build it, do all the latest stuff, all the clutches, extra things, everything. The idea is to make it hopefully get it to around 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem.
And be able to, you know, not have to work on it all the time, because all the other Windsor's I have, they're very picky, especially that black car. I got it on kill, and every time you beat on it 10 times in a row, it'll blow it up.
Yep.
So that's the idea with this, is to not blow it up.
And like the stock wheels cut down on a skinny.
Yeah, so those are a 17 by 4.5. I called all the wheel guys, and none of them were like, oh, you can't do that. Because what happens when you cut them down is you got a giant gap between the outer and inner ring, and that's when the guys won't do them. So like the back ones, I had them, Wellcraft do them. It's an easy deal for them to widen those, but the front ones they won't touch. So everybody always asks me about that. Like, how did you get those done? I was like, well, you got to do them yourself. But
it works. It's holding air.
So I built, it's got all stainless exhaust, front to back. I did, you know, they don't make headers for any of this stuff, so this is all custom one-off stuff that you gotta do for these.
Yeah.
2-inch primaries, goes to 3.5 true to an electric dump that's underneath the cab here, and then it goes to a 3-inch closed-up system all the way to the back if you wanna, you know, make it quiet. So on the dyno, you can open it up and
let it sing.
Let it rip, yeah.
Trying to
piss all the people off in the neighborhood there.
Trying to get just a little view. Yeah, it's crazy under here. It's gonna be so badass.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run all the fuel lines. I'm gonna try to hide everything inside the frame rail, in the frame itself, and box it all in, put some access panels in it, but I'm put all the fuel lines in there, the brake lines, the wire, everything. Make it all clean where you can't see anything.
Dude, I can't wait to see this thing done.
Yeah,
I know how you roll, so.
The 10R80s don't fit. You can see they had to build a tunnel.
Little tunnel work,
so
but.
It's got a vintage air mini AC underneath the dash. That's how you get rid of the one off the firewall. I've done them before, and they blow ice cold, and especially in the 2 little cab trucks, so they work really well.
Yeah.
So it got all air on it. So I'm trying to make it as modern as possible. Just make it a good driver, and if you want to rip it up, you can do that too. So
I love it. All right, guys, so as you can see, tons left to do on this, but I had to check in with Mark while we were down here doing hood rat shit. And of course, had to get Shane's. Man, what do you think? Mild or wild? Hard to say. Leave it stock or go crazy. Like I said, guys, if you remember Mark's Red Fox Coupe, yeah, I've got some videos of it here on the channel from back in 2017. Underside is as nice as the top side, and this truck is not gonna be any different. So we will definitely be back for the finished product. Come hang out with my boys. Get both the Lightnings out. It'll be a good time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment below. What do you think? Stock or wild? I pretty much would like both. You know, just have them parked side by side and roll that way. But anyway, drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you did enjoy this video, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Catch you on the next one.